Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the collective for today. Today is Monday. It is May 18th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use the Life Happens Oracle deck. I literally just got this in. I want to try it out, see what happens. I got it off Amazon. It came yesterday. It's like 3 or 4 cards. It's impossible to tell. Someone's defense is going to be up. Somebody's going to ask another person for the truth. And someone's going to be on guard. Somebody's going to somebody's back is going to get up. Somebody's going to be like, what do you mean you need to know that? What do you mean this, that, and the other, And the person asking the questions is going to be like, look, I just want the truth. Is it that difficult? Kind of like that energy when somebody asks you a question and you want to dodge the answer. This person's going to dodge the answer. We got 4 on the table. 2 more shuffles. Six on the table, 1 more shuffle, last shuffle. Seven with bottom of the deck. This is a very simple deck, but I love some of the artwork on here. I love this card. It's not for the reading. I mean, technically, I guess it could be, but this one, I like that one. That one's top of the deck. All right, we got 7 on the table. Let me set this over there. Let me show you what we got. We've got defense mechanism. We've got truth. Crisis. I just heard crisis averted. Celebration. Now don't look at that celebration card and be like, what? Wave of emotions. Desperate. And bottom of the deck is naive. Naive. So feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. Somebody, like I said, somebody's going to get their back up because somebody's going to ask for the truth of a situation. And whoever this person is, that's their back's going to get up. They're going to be in a tizzy. They're going to feel like they're in crisis. If this is a relationship, if this is a family member, if this is a friend, it doesn't matter. It's going to put a relationship in crisis. Doesn't matter if it's a lover, a friend, or a family member, but it definitely, because whoever is asking the truth, when this person gets in a tizzy and tries to dodge that question, not only is it putting their relationship, the relationship between them in crisis, but it's making this person realize, this is exactly what I needed to see. I'm actually going to celebrate this moment because I needed to see this person act like this. I needed to see them act like a turd. And yes, it's going to bring about some emotions for this person asking the truth. It's going to be upsetting. Of course, it's going to be upsetting. But at the same time, like, it's eye opening. And whoever this person is that's asking the truth, whoever they're talking to that doesn't want to give the truth, they thought this person was desperate. They thought this person was naive. And this person is anything but. So let me say this, because this is what it's giving me, because I've done this I don't know how many times. People will literally look at me and be like, oh, she doesn't pay attention, oh, like, I could totally fuck her over, she's not going to notice. Like, I've had that I don't know how many times. Friends, family members, lovers, all the time, all throughout my life. Oh my God, you are so naive. And the whole time, I'm literally watching every single detail of everything go down and cataloging it in my brain for future reference. Because even when people treat me like shit and I let it go because I want to see it one more time, or I want to see it two more times. I'm going to give you one more chance. I'm going to give you two more chances. And this is all internal. This is not me telling them. This is me sitting there watching everything go down and be like, okay, I'm going to give this motherfucker one more chance. And then that's it. And depending on who the person is and what the situation is in my life at the time, sometimes I give them two chances. Sometimes I give them one. And that's it. It depends on who they are. Everybody, my whole life, has thought I was naive, that I was an idiot, basically. The whole time I'm watching every single thing. I'm watching facial reactions. I am watching movements, right? The movements that people make, the things I can literally see and hear, the things that they don't say. Like, come on. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people in my life didn't know I was intuitive, didn't know I was psychic. A lot of people. Because at an early age, when a parent tells you, like, oh, don't talk about that, oh, don't do that, don't use that, don't pay attention to that, like, you kind of learn to just set that aside. And that's why when we become adults, you got to try and tap back into that. It's not that easy for some, right? The thing is if I'm being told by a parent to be quiet and not talk about it, why would I talk about it with a friend? Why would I talk about it with another family member? Why would I talk about it with a lover when I'm in my 30s? I'm not. I'm just not. And every once in a while, I would say something and I would let something slip, like, oh, yeah, I'm psychic, or oh, yeah, like, I've seen certain things before. Oh, yeah, I know this, blah, blah, blah. People usually don't pay any attention to me. People usually just disregard me. Seriously. Especially the people that I've known for a long time, because they're like, oh, no, she would have said something, sooner. No, I wouldn't. Why would I? This gives me kind of that energy, like, where this person thinks that this person seeking the truth is naive and dumb and pliable and manipulatable. Like, they can be manipulated. But this person, they're not desperate. Like like seriously, this person is watching this person act like an ass, and on the like, yeah, they're feeling the emotions because they know that this relationship is now over, whatever the relationship is. But they're also celebrating because they're like, you are showing me exactly what I needed to see. You are showing me exactly what I knew, what I felt like was going to happen. 100% confirmation. Like, I could already feel it in my bones that you were a POS. And now you're showing me. And now I can move. Meanwhile, this idiot is still going to stand here and be like, oh, they're so dumb, they're going to come back. Oh, they'll trust me again. Like, they always trust me. They don't pay attention to their own intuition. Wrong. 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 You know, people get fed up. People get to a certain age, people get fed up. To say that somebody's just going to keep putting up with someone because they're a family member, to say that somebody's going to keep putting up with someone because they're a longtime friend. I mean, look at me. If you follow, you subscribe. The ex-best friend. 30 plus years we were friends. I knew her since the second grade. The only thing that she really pulled the wool over on my eyes, I don't even know how to phrase it, was the fact that for the longest, like for those 30 plus years, I thought her and I were friends. And like I've told you guys before, I think that probably stopped, maybe 15, 10 years before I actually walked away. I think that stopped. I think it stopped when she introduced me to her male friend and I got a crush on him and he got a crush on me. And then she tried to keep us apart and was like, oh, I'm in love with him, blah, blah, blah. If it, he's a soulmate, basically. He's someone that should have been my soulmate. Not a twin flame, but a soulmate. Here's the thing. I would never, I don't think I would have anything to do with him at this point because I don't know why you would stay friends with that evil, manipulative thing that's in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. I don't know why you'd want to be friends with that and not be friends with somebody, that is not evil incarnate. But that being said, it's kind of funny because I was watching a reading today by a tarot reader that I just started watching like a few weeks ago. And in the reading, she said that like two people were always supposed to be together, but the masculine of the two was being offered other relationships with other women and or men, however you want to look at that, to keep them away from the person that they were supposed to be with. When I tell you guys that guy that was friends with my friend that I had a thing for and he had a thing for me, when I stopped talking to them, when I stopped having anything to do with either of them, um, I found out years later, after I married the ex-husband, that she basically set him up in a platonic relationship with her sister's best friend. Now, when I tell you that after COVID in 2022, when I started seeing the ex-best friend again, when I was going through my separation, getting ready to get divorced, selling our house, all that stuff, when I tell you that I saw him a couple times, and there was one time, and it was the last time she sexually assaulted me at her sister's house, Labor Day, 2022. We were there for like 2 days, 2.5 days, something like that. 2 days. He said some stuff to me, like some sexually explicit, like innuendo type stuff. And I remember just sitting there across from him, just looking at him like really? Like you're going to pull that out of your pocket now? Like we haven't had anything to do with each other for 10 years, more than 10 years, 12 years, 13 years. I don't even know. We haven't had anything to do with each other. And you think because I'm separating and going through a divorce, now you're going to hit on me. And the funny thing is little Miss ex-best friend would never let that stand. Even if he made it known that he was interested, and whether I'm interested or not doesn't matter. Even if he had made it known that he was interested, she would have found a way to keep him in his place. She would have found a way to keep him with the friend of her sisters in that platonic relationship that they were in. When I tell you guys, and you can call me crazy all you want, but when I tell you guys that she probably used some type of black magic, some type of spell work to keep him there, that would be my guess. She willed it into existence through manifestation, through verbal manifestation. She did something. Because I don't know why a grown ass man, 50 years old, whatever he is, would kowtow to some 40-year-old something woman in a wheelchair. Like, you have no cojones? You don't want to live your own life? Like, seriously. Like, how? Like, how did you let yourself get mixed up in that? Because when I tell you guys that her and I were friends, but when her and I were together, I would cater to her, yes. But I did it out of love. I did it because she was my friend. I did it because, I thought I was being good to her. I love her. You know, I want to be nice. I want to be kind. But I think she thought that I was, an idiot. Like, oh, she'll give me whatever I want. She doesn't even pay attention. She doesn't even know what's going on. No, I knew what was going on the whole time. I knew what was going on the whole time. I knew there was something off about everything from the beginning. And I think that the reason why she came after me in 2022 was because she thought I was naive. She thought I was easy pickings. Pickings, I said it. And I think she thought that she could do to me what she did to the guy, that she could keep me under her thumb, that I was just going to let her, do that. And that was not going to happen. Like, you're talking about a woman that's coming out of a relationship where, I felt like I was tied down for 11 years between the relationship, the marriage. Like I was bursting out. Like, I was ready to go. Like, I was ready to be free. And you think that I'm going to let you dictate everything that I do in my life? Just because you tell me to eat a piece of plant-based hamburger or chicken or whatever the fuck it was, and I do, that doesn't mean that you literally control everything that I do and say. Like, she's delusional. The thing is I can totally see where these people let her get the upper hand and they let her run them ragged. Because, like I said, he let her do that to him for how long? 12 years, 13 years, 14, 15? I don't know. He was paying her bills and all kinds of stuff. Anywho, I'm just saying that people often think people are naive and desperate, and oh, they need a friend, so they'll do whatever I tell them to do. That's not necessarily the case. And some of us sit back and nod our head and we watch and we see what goes down because we can sense something is off. I think this person is going to be in real crisis when they realize that they drove this truth seeker away because they're not willing to be honest, to own up to something, whatever the case. And I think that just goes back to what I was saying is, you know, people tend to be a lot smarter than other people give them credit for. People just automatically assume certain people are not paying attention and don't care, when in reality that's not the case. Some of us keep a low profile. Some of us don't like to have to answer questions about our gifts, our intuition, our psychic ability, all that stuff. Because you also got to realize everybody's different. One psychic isn't the same as another. One intuitive person isn't as the same as the next 10. Everybody's different. I think nowadays people can make money off of that stuff, so they share it more in the hopes, like if they make that their career, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't, but I think it's naive to assume that you know everything about an individual when it's very possible you know almost absolutely nothing about them. Because let me put it to you like this. The ex-best friend, I felt like I didn't really know anything about her when I was going through my healing period in 2023, and I started my healing journey and I was looking back on our friendship. I felt like I literally didn't know who the fuck she was and that I never had. The funny thing is, if you were to look at it from her perspective, she probably feels the same. And that makes me the tiniest bit happy. She thought she was sitting next to a sucker. Really, she was sitting next to the smartest person in the room. But whatever. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope y'all have a fabulous evening, a wonderful Tuesday. Just letting you guys know ahead of time, I might not get to affirmations tomorrow. They told us at the last minute to come in early tomorrow, which is fine. I'll come in early. But I also got to run to the store in the morning to get litter, so I don't have to do it tomorrow night, so I don't have to do it Wednesday morning, because Wednesday I got to go to the dentist. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you don't see affirmations, that's why. It's because I had too much to do in the morning. Again, hope everybody has a fabulous evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.